Hey guys, Donovan Questenberry here with DIB Cleaning Service. We just finished working at this client's house, and she has had gutter guards installed. She's been a long-time client, and she typically had the gutters cleaned once, twice a year. She got a new roof. When they got a new roof, they upsold her on new gutters, and unfortunately, they upsold her on gutter guards. So here, I'm just going to show you what happens in this situation. It would have been better, probably would have saved her some money just to keep having the gutters cleaned once or twice a year. And so here's what's going on. You can see here, these are new 6-inch gutters. You can see that debris is on the face of the gutter right there. And water is just overflowing. You can see, you know, she's had a repair done right there, and more water's gotten in there. Again, you can see the debris on the front. That happens when water overflows and debris sticks to it. There's a lot right there. These particular guards are a micro mesh type guard. It's too steep of an incline, okay, to begin with. So water, as soon as this gets clogged up with, you know, you see that? This is micro mesh. This is metal mesh. And pollen, debris, and everything else is gonna get stuck and clog up that mesh. And as soon as that happens, this is just a ramp. There's nowhere else for the gutter guards for the water to go into the gutter. So everything right here, it's literally just completely overshooting her gutter. You can see how clogged up that is. So you'd have to come out here twice a year with a scrub brush and bleach and a pressure washer to unclog these micro mesh guards. It's not the proper application. There's too much of a slant on them. They're not good for this house. There's too many trees that are going to drop debris. And again, look, you see all those streaks on the gutters? So her entire house, the water is just shooting right over top. And this is a rubber roof. And in other areas, the reason why she had us come out here is because there's a bunch of debris that's sitting on top of the roof. So we have to come out here, even if these guards were working perfect, we'd have to come out here once, twice a year just to get all the debris off the roof. So there's many different style guards, many different applications. And Ryan, you can hop in the video. Matter of fact, jump in the video. How long have you been working with me?
9 years.
9 years. We've come across, I would say, thousands of guards. Thousands, like that's no joke. And there's probably 10 different categories of guards and like 200 different designs.
Yeah.
Okay. Which one is the best one? And is there a guard, based upon your experience, you know, is there a guard that works well?
Based on my experience, there are a couple of types of guards that work well, but it's circumstantial whether they're going to work for different people because of the different types of trees that they have. One works well for most types, but then it doesn't really work well with pine straw, and pine straw is everywhere.
Yeah.
And one type works fairly well with pine straw, but it doesn't work well with leaves at all.
Right.
And most of them just cause issues. Most of them just don't do what you want them to do, and a lot of times people just let them go, and they cause more issues than they should because they need to be maintained.
What percent, like on this house, I would say these guards, you can see the water damage here, are doing more harm than good. Would you agree? Okay. What percentage of the time is that the case? Is that a rarity, or is that more common that the guards are doing more harm than good?
It really depends on the person that installs the guards, because a lot of times if guards are installed correctly, they'll work well for a time, but most
if they're not maintained, definitely.
Yeah, most of the time they have to be maintained or they're going to cause more harm than good.
Right.
And
I would agree with that. I would say if they're not maintained, they can definitely do more harm than good.
Yes. This particular case, I believe it just to be a case of the wrong type of guard installed in the area that it, because this roof is so flat, that's the reason why this is causing this issue. It's not causing the issue anywhere else just because it's a steeper roof. This particular guard was not designed for a flat roof. It was designed for a very steep roof so that the leaves will just run right off the top of it, but the water will still go in.
I would say, like, unless you have like the neighbor's house, you can see over here, it's just one pitch, one gutter going across the back. It's like, it's the same situation across that whole house. Most homes are gonna have or require, especially if you have valleys or different pitched roofs or different faceted of roofs, are gonna require different guards on the same house to function properly.
Yes, because
they're gonna need to be maintained.
Put it, the more complicated your roof line, the less likely you should be to even consider installing gutter guards, because the more complicated your roof is, the more difficult it is to find a situation that where guards would even work for you.
Yeah. Now, and we could probably sell thousands of guards a year and probably make $1 million a year, but do we?
No, because most of the time it's just not worth it.
So we stick to gutter cleaning. I want my clients to, spend their money on something that's actually going to benefit them. I'm putting my money where my mouth is. I am passing up on all the profits that I could make, and there is good profits in gutter guards. I'm passing up all that because we just don't believe in the product. You heard it from Ryan. He has no skin in the game. He's been working with me for 9 years, and so you heard it there. Take it for what it's worth. If this was a benefit for you, please subscribe to the channel. Give me a thumbs up. Give me a like.